Hello, everybody. I see that Kelly sent me a care package, and I'm wearing my spin up T-shirt tonight. So I feel like one of the in crowd. So I like the shirt; fits good. I like the long sleeves and stuff. That way, if you're out at the campfire and stuff, you can pull your sleeves up and stuff, and drink a few beers. Oh, did I say that? Anyway, but yeah, tonight I wanted to talk about nostalgia, and we've already brought up some stuff before we even went live. What we were talking about, we'll bring up even more from the people in the chat. I wanted to bring up a few things. There's some rumors floating around that there's going to be a partial firmware update for the MAVIC 3 coming very soon, maybe in the next couple of weeks, to address some of the more pertinent issues that need to be taken care of now before people get pissed off, because there's a lot of people returning their drones. So it's supposed to be coming out in the next couple of weeks. I believe there was a French YouTuber that was doing some beta firmware testing. That's supposed to be coming out in a couple of weeks. It's going to address the issues with the connection issues and stuff like that. And supposedly it's going to give us one or two of the app features that we were waiting for, supposedly master shots, and maybe one more. We'll just have to wait and see if it's bullshit or if it's real. But there's what is it? It's like 1.00.30 is the one you get right after you get it. And then this one's 1.00.3036, something like that. So it could be BS. Somebody could just be like going, oh, I wonder if they'll buy it. But supposedly, but if anybody, I will find the link while we're all talking about this in a little bit, and I'll put it in the chat. So if anybody can translate French, maybe that's what he's talking about. So with that being said, I'm going to throw it around the room and see what everybody's doing. And as you can see, my name tonight was Santa's Little Helper. So I will just go to Mr. Christmas Past and see how he's doing.
I am just so excited because I can't wait to get into the topic, because right before the show, I went looking for the toy that I wanted the most when I was like 7. It is the most destructive toy on the planet, and I'm going to order it right now. So this is going to be great.
Oh, hell yeah, we're going to do it live. Wait, do you want to do it now? No, wait a minute. Let's go around and let everybody say their piece. Okay.
Pass this one over to the guy to my other shoulder.
To your other shoulder. Wait, I got to go back here. Oh, okay. So we're going to go over to John.
Wait, I'm trying to buy that thing that Brian's trying to get.
Oh, it's the last one.
Oh, son of a gun. Sorry, Brian. I think I beat you to it. No, I'm just
I'm going to beat you.
Appreciate you kind of spotlighting some of the newer guys here in the drone world. I'm just waiting for some decent weather to get up and fly any kind of a drone. We've just had some snowy, wet, rainy, windy weather here where I'm at, and for about a week now. So I'm itching to get out there and get flying. So I'm hoping for some better weather.
Sweet. Hey, Ron, what are you up to?
Well, hello, Bill. I'm doing pretty good. I want to welcome in, John Flynn there. I know he was in here a little bit before, but great to see him for a full show tonight. I want to, support your channel and everything you do. Where do you live, John?
I'm in Southwest Michigan near Kalamazoo.
Okay. Weather's a little iffy this time of year, huh?
It is. Yep.
Yeah.
Lake
I hear it. And of course, good to see Brian and the great Chris Hope on the panel tonight. So I think we're going to have a good show tonight. And Bill, the only thing I want from the 7 days is to jump in the time machine and go back there again. Mm-hmm. I don't want to bring something from that era here. I want to go back there and enjoy it.
Ron, I've got the time machine.
He has no idea. Yeah. All right. Do you have?
I got my ticket then.
All right. Here's the thing. He's going to order it now. Let's see. Here it is. It's right here. Let me get it up. I can bring it up on my end.
I can do a share screen if you need me to.
Well, this one's more expensive. I don't want them to see your screen. Think about it. We don't want them to see that one, because it could be that John's actually looking at this screen. And this screen apparently
the same one. Wow, $45.
I was gonna say, yeah, this is a little bit more.
Really?
Okay, so Brian, can you give us a little background on this?
Okay, this thing is super kid friendly. I mean, I was like in '68, I was 7. Well, I was 8 in '68 at Christmas time. So that chamber, that round thing you see on the top, That's the heating chamber. That brings the creatures back from the time, which there you get the time machine name. And the creatures could be anything from dinosaurs to cowboys and Indians to what was it? Horses. And they're plastic. So the thing heats up to like about 220 degrees. And you can check it by sticking your hand in there at any time. And, the things pop up and they kind of blow up. And then afterwards, when you want to send them back, all you got to do is put them in that chamber there, right there in the front, and start turning that wheel. And it compresses them back into a 2x2-inch cube. Very safe toy.
Look at that, but it's in really good condition for $45.
I know the one I was looking at was 17. The only bad thing about it is I don't see any of the things that used to come with it. Now, what I'm thinking is that I can probably get anything plastic and soften it up and make it work. So I'm gonna order it and hope I don't burn down my house.
Something else here. I found something else. Let me get this. Just stream. Is this coming up for you all?
Mm-hmm.
So you see, is this down here? These are the things.
Yeah.
Oh wow! Check it out. And what do you use? Wait. Let's see. Okay. So you just got the little platform with what is it? Strange, Change, Lost World. Okay, I got a better picture of the box coming up.
We're not seeing us.
No, I don't see it.
Oh, okay. Wait.
All we see is the time machine.
Okay. Wait. Oh, okay, I found something completely different. So I'm gonna have to bring this. Let me kill this share. It gave me something complete, like a bunch.
That right there, though, that thing is a classic example.
Is this it?
Of before government regulation on toys.
Here we go. Wait, you see this? Wait, here we go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. There you go. That's these things
That's
right here.
it. That's some of the stuff. Oh man. Where'd you find this, man? I got to get this.
Okay, what is it?
That's right. There was a spider and a scorpion. Very cool.
Strange creature. It shows the box better. Here it is. Strange Change toy featuring the Lost World. Kratom, Crush 'em, Create 'em. What is it? Oh, it's Create 'em, Crush 'em, Create 'em. So yeah, that's trippy, man. It's cool that we found these. Man, that box isn't some. There's a cat next to it or something furry.
I think the cat used it as a litter box.
Yeah, I don't know. Considering how old it's got, what is it? 1960s, 70s? What?
68 at least for the other one.
Okay, here we go. Can you see this? I don't know if you can see this or not. Let's see. Let me see. Yeah, there you go. There it is. Vintage Mattel, 1967. There you go. Lost World.
Mercari. Okay, I'm going to get that because.
Okay, you want me to see? Let me see. I got the link.
I'll do a live stream Christmas morning to show this if it actually works.
Let me find where the hell is it? There it is. Okay, here. I will put the link in private chat so you and John can fight over it. Because John has access to the private
fastest
chat.
finger.
Okay,
ooh, this is good.
There it is. Now we have it. So he could order it. He could possibly order that live during the show tonight. All right, cool. So there was something that he had come up with, and I want to see if anybody. Let me get back over here. Let me go back over here really, really quick. Roll back over here fast. I'm sorry I didn't do this at the beginning, guys. Y'all can slap me later. Oh, there's a lot of chats. Drone shots. Uncle Bill's toys. Bob Casey Ariel. Capture Life Connection. Uncle Bill's toys again. Let me see. I'm trying to go through and holler at everybody really quick. Brad Austin, River City RVA. Kovaction. He said he was going to be here for a little bit and want to tell everybody happy holidays, but he was going to go do some other things. Jim's Droning. Leonard Oglesby. Glad to have you in the house. Johnny Drones Wire saying hi to everyone. Also, something I noticed Johnny said earlier, be sure to vote for your drone of the year in both Drone Nation and on the Fly for Fun show page.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. And so, and they're going to compare notes and put together some other stuff and have a tabulation as to what, our little genre here has come up with for the best drone of the year. See how close it melds with everybody else's drone of the year polls. Jackrabbit FPV Drone Nation came in. I wonder who that is. Chris Hope's in the house. Matt Bagwell. Still scrolling. trying to pick up some new people. Everybody glad. Oh, Alan from Drone Views Media, Art Code Drone Solutions. I have something I'm going to do for art also here in a moment. Scott Nadeau. Trying to Idaho Quadcopter. Good to see you, Marcus. Charles Galuski. Good to see you, sir. Northeast Journalist Barry. Good to see you, sir. Jody back in the house. Good to see you. Speaking again. Greg Pittman. Good to see you, sir. I'm still rolling. Mike Roche Media. Glad to have you in the house, sir. Maddie's Drone World. Damn, what's up, dude? Good to see you. I'm almost there. AZ Drone Dude. Good to see you. Geeks Fauna. Good to see you. RL Photography. Good to see you. Patrick Sutton. Hey, good to see you. Brent Ariels. Hey, what's up? Did
you get Jackrabbit?
Jackrabbit FPV. I thought I said a minute ago, but if not, I'm sorry. I will say it again. Jackrabbit FPV. Thinking about Fly. Oh, John's talking in the chat. Geeks Fun is talking how. Oh, okay.
Patrick Sutton.
Sir?
Patrick Sutton just joined.
Yes, Patrick Sutton. I thought I tried to mention him a minute ago. Anyway, the toy, one of the toys I wanted to bring up, and trust me, I've got a few. I don't know if anybody remembers this, and I don't care if they nail me. If I have to, I'll take the show down. So make sure you watch it tonight because they may hit me with a copyright strike because I want to play these videos of these old commercials so bad. So anyway, let me get this. Yes. Okay. And this is one of the things that I luckily, since this was the only reason was because I was an only child, I every now and again I'd get a big toy. And I don't know if
I was the only child also, Bill.
Well, no, I'm just saying my family didn't have a lot, but every now and again, like every 2 or 3 Christmases, I'd get kind of a really nice gift.
Yeah, I vaguely remember that.
Did anybody see this? Did anybody know about this? Or
I vaguely remember that.
I think my granddad told me about that. He had that.
Your granddad had that?
Yeah.
Jesus. Okay,
I'm not saying you're old or anything, Bill, but
okay, yeah. Oh, wow. But anyway, let me go see. Can you see the switch? King Ding. I had this. I really wish I had him right now. The power packs were just a little battery pack that plugged into the back, and it was universal. It was for all of the robots. It was really cool. Here's some of the robots. I had Boxer. I had Claw. I had Fireman. I didn't have Chef. I had Rocky. I had, the Skyway Tram. With a bridge set, very cool. $550, and it's got 6 robots. 1971. All right, so let me stop this share, bring up this one, and see if this should bring back some memories for everybody. Like I said, I'm not going to care if they bust my balls or not. So that's ready. Here we go.
There goes our paycheck again.
Thank you.
The memories. That's all about the memories.
Memories.
Wait. I didn't share audio, did I? Y'all can't hear a damn thing, can you?
I heard some volcano effects.
Oh, you heard an explosion? Cool. Oh, all right, cool.
You're witnessing the creation of an incredible new world, a world of unbelievable excitement and fun, the world of the Dingalings. The Dingalings, here they come, the whole fantastic bunch of them, the most incredible toys you've ever seen, all new, all different. Holy smoke, what's going on? It's Dingaling Fireman coming to the rescue. He's got his own built-in pumper to save the day. Dingaling Shoe Shine gives you the brightest shine you've ever seen. Dingaling Answer Man's got all the answers in his head. Push the lever and he'll tell your future.
What's up, Ray?
Dingaling Spy hides in the shadows and discovers your secrets with his hidden camera. Here's a real champion. Dingaling Boxer packs a solid punch. There's a left, a right, an uppercut. Look at them go. Dingaling Rocky is right on target. He's one sharp.
All right, I better stop or we'll really get in trouble. Do y'all remember those? Do y'all remember those at all?
That was a rip off part ways to Rock'em Sock'em Robots, dude.
How was it a rip off? Because they were powered and they actually would do stuff.
Doesn't matter. Yeah, so did Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
He was a rip off. Rocky wasn't. There was a, I don't want to show the whole thing, but So okay, Chris, what about you? Do you have anything?
Yeah, like I told you the other night, it was the rechargeable Hot Wheels
Oh,
Probably in the 70s.
Sizzlers.
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 Up about 30 seconds.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
Sizzlers. Okay, I must confess.
That was a cool toy.
That was
That track that went with them.
I was a bad boy when Sizzlers were around. I was a mischievous youth.
You could burn some stuff with it.
I actually five-fingered a couple of Sizzlers. Because remember, they were silver, man. They were super, 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 super cool. They were silver. Oh, this is what Rob. They make them again. I have one in my closet. I show it quite often.
Do you remember
those again?
Do you remember the long dragster that had the big wheel in the middle and had a rope or a cord you put in the middle of it and you pull that string as hard as you could?
Yeah.
That thing would go.
One wheel would fly and you could run it down the street for about a couple hundred yards, seemed like.
Yeah, what were those called?
Here we go. I'm looking it up now.
I don't remember
Oh,
what they were
good God,
called.
don't tell me they actually make them still.
Oh, please don't.
No, Hot Wheels Sizzler. There's not. I'm not finding any prices, but I got the commercial. Let's see if this is it.
Hot Wheels are fun, Matt. You could take that track and do anything you want with it. Make it as long as you want. I buy them for my grandson every year. A set of some kind of new Hot Wheels.
Hey, let me throw a question out that's related to this, all this good stuff. Because this, and I've racked my head over this one. Can y'all remember, at any age, at any time, getting a gift for Christmas that you really liked, but you can't remember what happened to it? As a kid.
Oh.
I had a Red Ryder BB gun from the early 70s, and it's gone. I wore it out, I guess. I may have not hit shit with it. Broke the stock, I'm sure. Wore the piston out.
Well, that's that's the whole. And here's something else. I had one of these, like right after the movie came out. Had it all through college. And then when I was at college, I was really good friends with one of my fraternity brothers, and he was like, "Go wear your hat." And needless to say, by the end of the night, it was rather full. And I was like, "No, dude, you just keep it, brother. I love you. You keep it. So, and that's part of why I got this. Because I always loved the movies. And I missed having my hat. And it's you can see it's the real deal. So I'm real happy about that. I missed that hat.
Shoot your eye out. Exactly.
It's that kind of thing, man. Oh yeah, pellet rifle. Yeah. Oh yeah, pellet rifles. Because there was a difference. Remember, it was so cool to put. Really?
I got a BB in my hand, I think, still to this day.
Okay, I'm gonna say I'm sorry to Monty Russell back in Marion, Virginia, back when we were 10, or I was 12 and you were 10, and I had that CO2 powered BB gun pistol, and I shot you in the index finger by accident. It wasn't intentional. It wasn't. I feel bad about that. I really do. Yeah. So, but yeah, that's what I want to talk about tonight. But so nobody really remembered the dinglings, or kind of remembered the dinglings.
I vaguely remember them. I do.
Okay, they were my thing. Okay, no, another thing we brought up beforehand. I can see everybody. What was it? Crusader 101. What is it? Long
We're gonna Google it.
Are you joking or are you serious? Because I'm sure we could still make lawn darts. I'm pretty sure homemade lawn darts would be much better.
Homemade, they're bigger, and they actually got a metal end on them if you make them homemade.
I think we could make them rocket propelled too.
It's a car.
Oh, it's a car?
It's a model car. Yeah, like an RC car.
Oh,
and
wow.
It's a badass looking car, too.
We're going to go there too. We're going to go there. So Crusader. Oh, wait a minute. I was going to do this for Chris.
1964 Crusader 101.
I was going to do this for Chris. I got to do this for Chris. Hang on. I found this.
Did you find it, Bill?
I found the track. I don't know. Cars, I'm pretty sure we may be. I don't know if we can do it or not. I'm afraid that the cars may. Because I don't know if you can still find one that you could power.
That's the track. So
it's a car lot with box. Let's see what we got here. So we're just getting. Oh, there's a car and a charge pack.
There it is.
Oh, and the propeller. What? Remember that? You just turned it on and it went brrr, and it cranked them through and just kept them going.
Yep.
Oh wow, dude.
No, this was actually. I'm sorry if I told y'all wrong. This was actually a car you plugged up to a battery.
Oh, you
And
weren't
it-
talking about this. You weren't talking about
No,
this.
I got the names mixed up. You actually had to physically charge the car, but it only took like 30 seconds to a minute to charge it.
Yeah, it's like a giant gas pump that you press.
That's
Yes,
it. It was a
that's what
gas
that
pump. You
was.
plugged the hose into it. That's right,
Yeah, yeah.
Mr. John.
Let me see here. I got another one. Let me see what I got here. I'm sorry. Y'all keep throwing toys up and stuff.
Oh, Timmy
Throw
Jimmy.
links
Okay.
up. There we go. Yeah. Thank you, Leonard. I can check it that way. Oh, he's talking about we got train parks going on.
Trains are cool. I got a
train.
got a
Tammy
Lionel
Jean.
train
Got
in
to
my
see
shop.
Tammy Jean.
The other
Tammy
thing-
Jean's gotta have a wrench. Hang on.
The other thing that this came when I was a little bit older, like 13, 14, was the Tyco slot cars. Man, I know they lasted at least till the summer.
Okay,
'Cause
we
there
got
was-
the fat track is what I got.
There
I
was
don't
like
have-
several different layouts you could build with these things.
Let me see if I can find a Sizzlers commercial. How about that? I'll see if I can find. Oh, it's not giving me Sizzlers commercial. More commercials. It's not giving me.
1969 Mattel Hot Wheels Sizzlers juice machine. So maybe it was a Sizzlers, because here's the gas pump is charging the car.
Okay, Jody Drone Shots, he's been playing with dirt. We need to go fund me this dude.
Been playing with hey, I just sent him some Skydio gear. Now, come on now. He's got some. Well, that's not a toy though. Oh wow. Okay, I'm going to share this. Just to
Bill,
make somebody.
John Coopy's not here. I think Geek's fine. I put a shot across your bow just now. I'm thinking.
Do what? Oh no, he can try. Just depends on if I want to entertain it or not. This is very cool. Wait a minute, I got to get back here. I'm sorry, Sean. Was I not paying? I thought I
Okay,
said Geeks Fauna earlier. I wonder what Bill was like as a child. Very withdrawn, very introverted, actually, except with my parents.
Oh,
Well,
this is Lionel. I was going to say, with that price, it better be Lionel. $2,000 almost.
Yeah, but what was it? What was it back in the day when we were going to buy it and had it at home?
Not
It wasn't
much
that bad.
cheaper. I remember when I was a kid, those kind of engines,
Yes,
and this was
I
back in
did.
like '74. Those kind of engines still went for $600 to $800.
Yes, yes. Didn't we all eat dirt as kids though? Wasn't that kind of a ritual kind of thing?
Mud pies.
Well, not necessarily mud pies, but I'm just saying we all kind of. I don't remember how many times I was playing football and ended up eating dirt.
Many days.
I'd be like, blah, you know, and you come inside, and my mom would look at me and she'd go, "Well, I hope you won." Because it's gonna take me 3 washes to get that shit out of your clothes.
Hey, Mike Roach, I actually ordered some chickens from the Sears and Roebuck catalog when I was in high school back in the early 80s.
Yes. How many of you went batshit crazy waiting on the Sears and Montgomery Ward Christmas catalog?
And J.C. Penney.
Well, we were. You lived in a more affluent neighborhood than me. I mean, first off, it was we got the Sears. That was it, you know, and then a couple, you know, I think it was only for a few years. Remember, Montgomery Ward was around. I don't know if y'all had Montgomery Ward or in green stamps. Green stamps were always big at Christmas time. Remember, we'd go to the green stamp store. I had to drive 45 miles. We would drive 45 miles, and my mom and my grandmother would have like stacks. And we would.
I want to know how old Leonard Oglesby is.
Wait a minute. Why? What's going on? Oh no! Cool. That's very cool, though.
I know. That was the camera to have back in the day.
Wow. See, that's why I wanted to do this. Oh, here we go. Bill's talking about who had the original Pong game in 75. And it wasn't the knockoff. It was the real Pong game. Oh, okay. So, we were talking about, everybody was talking about, okay, I wanted to bring this up. Did anybody do since I want to stay within the boundaries of our hobby, how about chrome? Boom. That bad boy. Come on. Remember the 049 engines in the cocks? You had the little gas, had the little hose, and you'd put into it, you'd squeeze the can, and it had the little overflow port. You could see it. And then you would literally spin the flywheel to get it to run. Man, I burnt 4 pair of tires off of that little thing at the local Job Corps tennis court.
What's even goofy? See that design on the side of the van? They had Chevy vans in the 70s with that design.
Yeah, people bought them.
Wait a minute, where is it? Here it is. I'm trying to scroll it up a little bit. Let's see what we got here. That brings back so man. And see, they brought the wire, the RC out the hood scoop on the back. It was brilliant because, like you said, there were so many vans that literally had that design, and so that's where they brought the antenna out. And see, there's the flywheel right there. Right there's the gas tank. You can see, can y'all see the gas tank?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, okay. And then there was the overflow port right there. Then you would spin that flywheel, crank it up, and then you had, once you got it, you'd have to there was the throttle too. You see the throttle? Right there behind the antenna?
Yep.
Oh
okay. Yeah. So and I had forgotten about that. And you can remember how you'd wind them up and they would get that really high pitch whine. And then on the bottom, there was a switch that would engage the gears. And you just dropped that bitch on the ground and took off with it. And it would really raise some hell. So, yeah, super cool. I want to get back over here. What are we all talking about? A baseball glove. Yeah, I think I got a baseball glove once. Oh, wait a minute. 45 miles in the snow, uphill, barefoot. I think there's an original pic. I think I have an original picture of my parents going to school.
Only 45 miles, Kai? Come on.
Wait a minute. Let me get back over here. 78 and a Chevy. Oh, yeah. I think there was a lot of people. Wasn't there a song that talked about?
Yeah, there was a song called Chevy Van.
Yeah.
Another thing that they did with the Chevy vans back in that day was put like a round concave porthole on it. That really wasn't worth a shit for anything.
Looked like a half moon.
Yeah.
Oh, and Mike had a 77 Dodge van similar to that. Gyroscope. We were talking about spirograph before we started, and they still make spirograph.
Man, I love gyroscope.
Well, no, we're old farts who have drones and other memorabilia.
By the way, someone mentioned the gyroscope, and that's one of those things that's where my autism kicks in, and I can sit there and stare at that thing for hours till it stops. Mm-hmm. And you can get one, even still, the pull string kind from Restoration Hardware. They have a Christmas catalog. They sell furniture, but they sell this weird stuff that you can't get anymore. That's one of them.
Yep. They still make erector sets. Yeah, spirograph is $50. I was getting ready to bring it up right now. Hang on. I'm going to bring up a spirograph right now. Hang on. Share screen. Did anybody else have a spirograph? I was anal about my spirograph because I did not like anybody else messing with it. Because they'd always
have the Etch-a-Sketch.
Oh, very cool. Yeah, I had one of those too. But my spirograph, when I had it, I was always picky because some of my friends would come over and they would just want to throw everything back in the box, but not put it in its place. And it tended to get smashed that way by within 2 or 3 usings. So I would always be like, no, put it back here.
Why can I just picture that?
Yeah.
By the way, they came out with a super spirograph after this one, and I got it, and it had exterior designs other than the circles. It went all over the place. I didn't like it.
Oh,
it was not feng shui for me. It just if it wasn't a circle.
Haven't had many bikes as kids, or at least wanted one. I wanted one really bad, but I had friends that had them, so I got to play with them a lot. It wasn't. I got and go-karts. Go-karts were huge.
We built our go-karts.
2600.
Yeah.
But you can get those now, but it's like got all the games literally stored in the unit now.
Got one on this computer right here.
I had, what was it?
I can whip out asteroids right now.
I had ET the Extraterrestrial, which was supposedly the most hated game ever created for the Atari 2600. Oh, I had what about bicycles? We forgot about. I had this had banana seat, and how many people? I even went as far as to, as a child, I pretended to be Evil Knievel, and actually, we would light ramps on fire and do stupid stuff like that. Oh, just me?
No, we did too. Only there was like always like a group of us, and it was that one kid that said, "Man, I can build that ramp. We can jump that thing, man. You go for it, dude. I'm saving my bike."
Oh no, we were never like that. We never, because we figured we could patch them back together because Dad had tools. That was, Dad, I need to borrow your tools. What the hell for? Go fix my bike. What?
I just spent $56 that came on that bike, and you already broke it.
Okay, wait a minute. Go ahead. You were talking about lawn dog. Go ahead, y'all talk for a minute. Anybody say anything? Everybody's like staring. Is there something better on their phone that I'm missing? Because everybody's like,
Vertibird.
What?
Vertibird.
Dirty Bird?
Vertibird with a V.
Oh, yes. We were talking about that the other night. I forgot about that. I had one.
Yeah.
And but I was also telling you, remember, I had the Star Trek one.
You had the upgrade, yeah.
But it was kind of, well, anyway, let's see what I think we can still find those. Anybody else post anything up here? Oh, wait. I was talking to you before we went. Here's something else. I'm just going to throw this out there real quick. I'll find the Vertibird right after this. This will get people to talk about something. Anybody have one of these or was envious and had the knockoff brand?
Walkman. Yeah. Sony Walkman.
Hey, didn't the first Sony Walkman, wasn't it just a radio? Or am I wrong?
Could be.
I don't know.
The very first Walkman was, I'm pretty sure it was just a radio, wasn't it? And then they introduced a cassette.
I remember a radio that had just one earbud. You plugged it in. And you looked like the guy that was Rocky's trainer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mickey.
Go get him, Rocky.
Mickey. I love you, Rock. You know I love you. But Rob was talking about this earlier. The Evil Knievel stunt cycle. And like I said, they actually produced these again. Oh, what's funny? Look where they're made. In China. Oh,
that's okay. Not an original.
No, it's not an original because the original was.
The originals were made in Japan, man.
No, the originals actually made it here.
Good ones.
They were actually produced in the United States, but it's a company called California Creations. If you want to order one for yourself, I haven't actually taken it out of the box. I figured I'd leave it this way, just for nostalgic purposes. I might buy another one just so that I can destroy it, make a video. That would be kind of cool. So the Walkman. Anybody? I never had a Walkman. I had to buy the cheap knockoff brand, like you would buy in the. And we were another thing we were talking about too. Anybody? What kind of shoes did you have, or were you envious of others? Like I never had Nikes. I had to go buy stuff at the Family Dollar store or Dollar General. I was always
had some Chucks in the early 70s.
Yeah,
I never had Chuck. Well. I think I didn't want Chuck Taylors. Maybe it was the canvas thing. I was into leather. I had to have leather. And like I was talking about before we went live, my first pair of expensive kind of shoes were Adidas ROMs. Did you buy it yet? Did you buy the time machine?
No. Unless I can find the things that go in it. The only thing I can think to put in it right now is Mac. And that might not be good.
Fair enough. Oh, you still have a Walkman? I don't know why, but I do. Yeah,
I've got a knockoff down in the drawer downstairs somewhere.
But how many people still can have a device that can record cassettes? Does anybody have a device that can record cassettes?
Yep.
Oh, very cool.
I don't.
Kids,
That-
yes. What was it? Who was it? There was like what was the damn Buster Brown?
Buster
Oh,
Brown.
God.
Yeah.
Buster Brown, and I was like, you know,
They were
those
big. Dude, come on. Okay, I know I'm older than you, Bill. Don't tell me you had a pair of those, please.
Yeah, I'm just saying, man. There was a Buster Brown factory in the hometown I lived in Marion, Virginia, and you could drive. It looked like a school. It was really weird, but it's actually a Buster Brown factory. It was kind of cool.
The thing about Buster Brown is they all lead from one thing to another. Because
Oh,
after
wait a
Buster
minute,
Brown
what's
came Keds. Remember Keds?
Yes, well, they were talking about. Somebody brought up kids just a minute ago. Ray brought up kids. Ron, you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good, Bill.
Are you sleepy?
Just a little bit. I'm sorry I didn't get my nap in today.
It's perfectly okay, buddy. We don't want you to sit here and fall asleep on us if you need to go take a nap or something.
Yeah.
Or is there something that you would like to have? We'll get you in. We'll get you all energized here.
Well,
Was there a toy you had?
I got to admit, my memory's not quite up with you guys. I kind of don't remember any of this stuff you're talking about.
Well, it might have been before that you were. Did you have Jack Rocks? You remember Jack Rocks?
No, I don't.
Remember you would throw the little ball up in the air and you'd grab two of, like the
That was just Jack's.
Oh, I remember Jack's. Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't
We
know
call
by
them,
that
okay,
name.
I'm sorry. In Southwest
Skin
Virginia,
your friggin' knuckles every time.
in Southwest Virginia, where I was born, we called them Jack Rocks. So I just
Okay.
letting you know. But anyway,
I was never good at Jack's.
I
much.
could actually do pretty good at Jack's. It was just kind of
The thing
Wow,
about
we're
Jack's, it was like a lead-in toy to like dice. And
Gateway toy.
What do you mean
like
you
a
didn't
yeah,
get
like a
lunch?
gateway thing.
Wait a minute. What do you mean you didn't eat lunch this week in school? Well, Bobby showed me this new game, and I really thought it was cool. And next thing I know, I didn't have any lunch money.
Hey, now Lake Pot in the chat. Now he's got something I remember, the Mattel electronic football game.
Yeah,
Where they
yes,
split around.
exactly,
Now that's something I remember.
They make those again.
Yeah.
The kind that vibrated. Did they
No.
vibrate?
Yep.
Yeah. They
Yep.
play
did
just
it?
like the Texans, man. They don't do anything.
I was gonna say the Cowboys play like that sometimes. They kind of vibrate around.
Oh, stick ball. Yeah.
Just had to go there, didn't you, Ron?
I'd be over there pushing the quarterback.
Oh yeah, pickup sticks. Remember pickup sticks?
I don't remember pickup sticks.
Monday Night Football.
Brad
Anybody
brought this up earlier before we went live. We were talking about the GI Joes.
Oh, I remember G.I. Joe.
I never had any GI Joes. I don't think only ones I had. I was like Evil Knievel, big time. Had boatloads of Evil Knievel stuff.
The problem with GI Joe is you bought into a whole enterprise because
Yeah.
now you're buying tanks and jeeps and GI Joe's buddy.
You had to have the
probably
locker.
got his arm blown off.
Yeah, you had to have the locker for all his gear.
Yeah. And the
Remember
parachute. Oh
those?
wait, no, I did get the GI Joe with a parachute
Yep. That was
and
the
got in
best
trouble
one.
for getting on my neighbor's roof.
Yep. That was the
Remember
best one.
this? What Mike's talking about? The hockey games.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I had a tabletop copy game. Yep. But
Seems
you
I
moved the
remember
sticks back
this
and
one
forth.
too.
Yeah.
Seems I remember this one too. Is it that time again? It's a little early.
Mastermind was too
Seems-
hard. I remember trying to play that once, and it was probably
I
beyond
don't
me
remember
at the time.
Mastermind.
Everybody played that in gym class. I think they still do, don't they? If not, they should. It was a cool game.
You can still get the wiffle ball bat at the dollar store.
And it didn't matter how strong you were. You could knock the piss out of that ball and it wouldn't go anywhere. Man.
Actually, being a good wiffle ball player is a skill. It's tougher
Yeah,
than the
because
real
that
thing.
ball will take some serious curves, man. I remember you'd hear
And the
go by
batter,
your ear, you'd be
and
like,
the batter
"Man,
stepped
that
out of the
sounds
batter's
so
box
cool."
just to hit it.
Yeah. Remember the
You remember
Bionic
the-
Man had the. Well, go ahead, Chris.
Do you remember the game you could play? We got them the same time we got our lawn darts. It was a yellow ball and it had like a bucket on the handle, and you throw the ball and it had a track and it was curved. You can make that ball go down and up, or you can make it go a big arch and go down, and
I
the person
remember
would
that
pitch it on the other end.
one. Yeah. You said it was like lawn darts.
Yeah.
Well, we got
I
them.
know
We
what you're
got them the
talking
same
about.
day we got the lawn darts.
Yes,
What,
yes.
did they get real lawn darts eventually because they were dangerous?
And it's
Yeah.
kind of like it's kind of like highlight, wasn't it?
It's kind of like highlight, but it was all plastic.
Yeah. But that's what you were. That's
Trackball.
Yes,
Trackball.
there you go.
That's it,
Yeah.
Lake Pilot. Trackball. That was the name of
Out
it.
in the country, we played horseshoes.
Lincoln
we didn't have
and logs.
we didn't have that fancy lawn darts. We threw the horseshoes.
Ray
I'll be
Kelly threw out a good one. Battleship.
Battleship's a good
Oh,
one.
I had Battleship. Yeah.
The original.
Okay, I can go
Ants in the pants.
along the same lines. As Battleship was Stratego.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Stratego.
I remember that. I don't think I had it, but I remember.
I never
Stratego
had
actually,
this.
it gave me an appreciation for chess because it was the same principle, more or less.
I never had this one, but
Hey,
the
Lord.
commercial was awesome. Remember?
Hey, Brad Austin still plays horseshoes.
Yeah, I still play horseshoes.
Oh,
Drink
horseshoes
beer
are
too
great.
while I'm playing horseshoes.
Horseshoes are fun, man.
Cook venison and stuff, man. That's awesome. We
gotta
used to do
set up
that
and
all
work.
the time. Let's see. Wait a minute.
I remember Mousetrap, but I don't think I ever had it.
Why?
Did Lloyd
when-
come
when
in and I
y'all get-
missed him?
When y'all
Is
get
Lloyd
these
here?
meetups going, how come nobody sets up like a horseshoe pit? I mean, come on, guys. We're
Oh,
all
yeah.
Chris,
of
could you
that's
bring
brilliant.
horseshoes to the next spin up?
Hey,
Got 'em
now.
done.
We can't all fly drones at the
I'm
same
still
time.
trying to get. If we'll ever get a grasp on this COVID thing, and they'll open that park back up where those towers are. I really hope that I don't want to have no damn. I mean, spin up's awesome, but I just want to find a way for us to have like 30, 40 people all like camp out for a weekend and like go fly those towers up here that we have in Washington that were going to be a nuclear park but didn't come through. I thought that would be cool. Anyway,
Oh, I agree, Bill.
And we can bring the horseshoes along.
yes, exactly. We can cook out, put a keg beer out there, not tell anybody we're having
Well, the
keg
good,
beer.
good thing about horseshoes, you can go to Academy and buy a set today, Ron. So we wouldn't have to carry them nowhere. We just go buy a set and leave them with Bill.
There you go.
Well, no, we'd donate them to the facility.
Yeah, done that too. And a big
Where's-
thing, kind of get off
John,
subject.
okay. Now I'm glad he brought that up. John is spending time with his family. Not he does that from time to time now. But I also want to point out tonight that we're going to do something. We're going to have the first of one of our Christmas specials next week. But it's not going to be a drone therapy Christmas special. It's actually going to be an FPV Air Day Christmas special.
Oh wow.
So John and Nemo they've already got a lot planned for next week.
Oh boy.
So I'm going to do it AKA or a la Ron Brown style, where I'm going to list the events that they're going to go through, not so random and chaotic like we have here. And then pretty much John and Gary are going to take the lead on the show. Everybody, of course, is always welcome, but I'm going to kind of not be quite so vocal, or at least I'm going to try. And they're going to do more they're going to talk about the FPV side of the hobby and, what they're advising for the field in the hobby and what all they want to do and everything. I thought that would be really cool. So I just wanted to bring that up since he was asking where John was. I would say John's kind of hanging out. Oh, Balsa Wood Gliders.
Oh, and Greg Pittman's got slip and slide.
Yes. Wait a minute. Where is it? Where I saw you say that. Where is Greg?
Right
Greg,
below
stand up.
Boston Gliders.
There it is right there. It was right underneath there.
The
Yes, I
problem,
remember those.
the problem with slip and slide is getting it for Christmas was not a good idea because you had to wait 6
Yeah,
months
you had
to
to
use
wait
it.
till-
But the thing about, remember how it would literally just lay waste to your yard after one session? You'd peel it up, man, and your dad would be like, well, we can't put it there for at least a month.
Yellow stripe.
Or better yet, why do you got mud all over you?
Didn't we put the slip and slide away? Yeah, but the ground's still nice and slippery.
Don't break the ice. Yeah, I remember that one too, Mike.
Yes, don't break the sit and spin. Yep, I remember those. Let's see.
Slip
What's
and
the
bleed
modern?
after you hit rock.
I'm
Yeah.
having a senior moment. What is the modern version of Don't Break the Ice? The one with the wooden blocks?
Jenga?
Thank you.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
That was
yeah.
I love Jenga. I'm good at that.
And that's not that modern. That's been around for a long time.
Well, modern to me.
Yeah. Well, we're the same.
Oh, how many have had that skateboards? How many and you had,
yeah.
you know,
I had skateboard.
but
when I was
remember,
a kid.
he's like this 10 years old. Who thought that you could become a millionaire riding a skateboard?
Yeah, well, I'm so old. When I had a skateboard, it wasn't cool and hip like it is nowadays.
Oh, yeah, you're all right about that.
I don't know. It was pretty cool when I was a kid. I don't know. But the thing
I'm
about
looking
it
at
is,
one.
of course, I don't think they called it a skateboard when it was just wheels on a board. When you had it, Ron, right? What they had?
I think they had a skate. They called it skateboard, but it wasn't like, you know, super cool like it is nowadays.
I'm looking at the one Tammy Jean said about the plane on the string. I must have had that because I do remember almost falling over sick.
Yeah.
Mine run off a battery though.
Oh, Estes rockets.
Oh yeah. We could
Anybody
do
have
some
those?
serious damage with Estes rockets.
And you would put like, and you had the one that had the little the chamber where you could have a payload chamber, and like we would catch lightning bugs and see if they would come.
The best
Look,
ones
he
were the ones where you
survived.
could take. The best ones where you could take multiple engines, as they call them,
Yeah.
and put them in 1,200 feet. Where's the FAA on those things?
Yeah, exactly. And then you could get cameras on them. I think you can
Yeah.
still get. I think they still make Estes rockets.
They do. They do.
I think they do.
Okay,
They'll do,
erector sets. I think they still make erector sets. Right?
Hobby Lobby sells all that stuff.
Has erector sets.
Oh no, they have the balsa wood stuff, and they have the models
Est-
and
Rockets.
Estes rockets. Yeah,
Barrel of monkeys. I remember.
I don't
Barrel
remember
of
these
monkeys.
Bill
Estes
Bill
rockets.
said he had the Saturn V on the Estes rockets, and I remember a friend of mine had that. The only thing I didn't like about it, it could only go like 300 or 400 feet, so you really couldn't hit nothing.
Yeah, but the thing about it was so huge, though.
Oh yeah, I
man.
mean,
It
dude,
was massive.
it actually took like a second or two to leave the ground, and you're seeing all this stuff rust coming out, and I was going, "Well, that's cool."
Yeah. Oh, we need to do that again. You talk about that's what we need. That's what we need to do. We need to have one of those at the
Spin up.
Yeah, it's spin up since we
Let's
were
knock-
or
let's knock
at the
down an
West Coast
FPV
version
drone.
that I can put together at the towers. And we need to do it like after we've had half a keg of beer and about 3/4 of half a gallon of what am I wanting to say?
Apple
Shit.
Crown's good.
Hey, Crown, there you go. There we go. We're on it. Yes, there we go. And then we launch that sucker off. Woo!
Well, I was gonna say I won't bet you any names, but there was a certain gentleman in Spin Up passed out some moonshine that would have taken the hair off your beer bill.
Whoa, easy now, son.
But I'm not dropping any names
I
here.
grew up in Southwest Virginia.
Oh, you seen a little moonshine in your day, Bill?
Oh, hell, I'm gonna tell you now. We had some good moonshine, but my favorite thing from back there in them there hills that they had a specialty in my little neck of the woods. It was peach brandy, and oh boy,
Good
now
stuff.
you talk about that would put some hair on your chest, Ron. And if it wasn't curly, it damn sure was after one swig.
Hey, somebody's got Silly Putty in the chat. Remember
Yeah,
Silly
silly
Putty?
putty.
Silly putty was awesome, man. You could take
Play-Doh
it,
too.
round it into a ball, it would bounce. You could lift the comics with it.
Yeah.
I love silly putty.
Oh, yeah, I forgot you could rip the comics. Yeah, that was the best part.
Play-Doh.
Stretch them out. It was great.
Hey, somebody has Dunkin' Yo-Yos. Remember that? I had
Oh,
I
yeah.
had those Dunkin'
You can
Yo-Yos.
still get Dunkin' Yo-Yos.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Walk the dog.
Yeah.
mark it off.
Yeah, Scott was saying Dunkin' Yo-Yos. Okay, let's see what it tastes. Okay, I'm trying to make sure I'm catching everything. JC, it smells like
Super balls. Didn't they make a
Super
movie
Balls.
out of
Oh yeah, Super Balls. Super Balls. Yeah, Super Balls. Who did not?
Oh, you mean the little balls that bounce like a mile high?
Yeah, Super
I remember
Balls.
those. Yeah.
that? You hear him
So
now,
I
and you're
had-
thinking of a porn star.
Yes, like we already talked about our beloved friend Ken Herron and his previous porn pseudonym Girth Brooks.
Can you still get Super Balls?
Yeah, good subject. change,
Anybody get me a
Ron.
Super Ball? Let me know.
They're
A
so
real
hard.
one.
to
I
eat
mean,
some-
the little kind that when you hit the floor, they'll bounce to the ceiling and just
Yeah.
stay there for a
I
while.
bounced back and forth a couple times.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing about is if you threw them hard enough, they would take some shit out.
Hey, you see this common Super Balls was my first drone.
Yeah.
That was one of the things where you hear not in the house.
Yeah, yeah.
Take that outside.
Or or suddenly you would be outside the house and then you hear, what the hell was that?
Hey, Uncle Bill brought wiffle ball up, but that's another thing we need to do. On top of horseshoes, we could play wiffle ball.
Well, see, that's what I'm trying. The idea of having a bunch of big names and cool, but the thing I'm thinking about is people want to. It's a fly-in as a fly. You want to fly as much as you can possibly fly.
Wow.
And like it was brilliant to bring up putting horseshoes and other activities because you got to charge batteries sometime. And if you're not flying, you can always drink and partake and eat and bullshit. And that's what I'd like to do. I'd like to have a 3-day kind of camping type event where everybody just kind of hung around a certain area and flew like hell.
The thing about wiffle ball, Bill, at an event like that, is like in my case, I could take the GoPro, put it on super slow-mo, and watch a bunch of old guys drill themselves into the ground in slow motion. That would be awesome.
Yeah, you got a point, Brian. By the time I got to play wiffle ball, I'd be done for the day. I'd be back at the hotel sleeping instead of flying.
Here was something else. So I want to go back into the retro thing where we're talking about potential flying events. I mean, like I said, I it's great, but wouldn't you like to rather? I mean, I'd like to be hanging out with Aldrin and fly with Aldrin for hours, 4 or 5 hours, and see what he does or watch him record some stuff. I mean, it's great to see him do a presentation and stuff, but I kind of like to know what he does out in the field. If there's if he's just hanging out or if he's just.
I didn't see Aldrin fly spin up. Did you, Chris?
That's what I'm trying to say. I would something I want to throw here. I had this also when I was younger. As you can see, it's the 1978 Retro Cox Flying Saucer Star Cruiser that was gas powered. Basically, what it was, this thing, you fill it up with gas, and then you basically kind of let it go, and it flew way up in the air, and then you hoped it ran out of gas and then fell down on the other side.
No remote, Bill. Huh?
No remote, no string, no nothing. You just you let her go and hung on and hoped for the best.
Hey, did you see what Jack Rabbit said? He says, "Is this the old fart show?"
Open field not included.
What now? From the toys, yeah. What was the old fart show? Where did he say that? What now?
About 7 comments back.
Yes, Jackrabbit. Scott was saying the old fart show. Yeah, well, no, I don't want to. That's Bob's thing. Bob's going. He said when
we don't have Bob on here, so we can't go by that handle.
Well, we better be careful. There could be a copyright on that old fart thing by now.
Yeah, Bob's got his lawyers working on it already.
Well, the thing about it is I think somebody else said it and probably had it in print long before he ever said it and had it in print. Actually, there's other groups I've noticed that have already had that in their name and stuff. So, if he wants to do that, that's fine. I think he can probably do it, but it's not, there's no apologies. Say old farts. We're old. We can say old farts. It's not like we do a little bit of everything here. I just tonight wanted to do something different because every other channel is going to talk about drones. And I think Dobo is talking about how.
Bill, this is not different, actually, if you really think about it, because everything that we've talked about tonight has led us to this point where we're all flying drones.
To drones.
This is why we fly drones.
Our roots, right?
We did when we were kids.
Yeah, we just returned to our roots. Oh, Jack Rabbit apologized.
Don't apologize.
Oh, here we go. Here's my signal. My signal's going again, so watch me get choppy. Anyway,
this is going to turn into one of those really bad AT&T commercials.
I wanted to do that just because we try to do not the standard thing that everybody like. I think he's doing don't compare drones, and I'm like, but that's the whole purpose we go to YouTube is to compare one drone to another. We want to decide which one we want to buy, so we look at comparison videos, and I'm like,
wow.
And you're making the whole premise of a whole show is going to be don't compare drones. I'm like. It's like saying don't compare cars before you go buy one. I was
going to say, yeah. No matter what you're talking about there, compare whether it's drones, cars, bicycles, RC cars. It's always a comparison. The whole world's a comparison. We compare sports teams. We compare women. Hey,
everything. I got one. We'll start right now. Skid mark UAV.
Hey, Uncle Bill came up with a good one, pitching pennies. Anybody pitch pennies when they were a kid?
Yeah, I pitched the tent too every now and again.
Pinch the loaf.
Yep, I still pinch a loaf. Well, not
Yeah.
quite as much. More fiber than anything. But I didn't need to go there.
My bad.
What? Okay, you're look at That's okay. That's okay. It's nostalgia night. It's nostalgia night. That's it. It's okay.
Okay, I think we covered the best toys when we were kids, but what's the best toy you had when you were like a little bit older, maybe a teenager, early 20s, like that kind of era?
Her name was Tammy.
A good bong, one that didn't leak.
Well, he said toys when we were 20, and I was like, I'm going to be fair and say her name was Tammy.
Well, where I'm going is like, an Atari 2600, I don't know, a television,
Okay.
Commodore
Yeah, I
64.
think when I was 16, I take that back when I was 14, I got my first 410. And I went deer hunting. And I was just like, dude, I don't want to go out here with no sleep, freezing my ass off, sit for 5 hours and go, was that a leaf or was that a deer?
How early did they make you get up, Bill?
Oh, my dad was one of them avid, like Grizzly Adams type. Like, we got to get up at 3:30 in the morning, drink black coffee, walk 14 miles into the woods, and wait.
See, y'all are so lucky. I had to join the damn army to even get a gun the first time.
Well, that's just okay. I'm going to reminisce a little bit more, and I told y'all.
Because in New York, I mean, it's not good to go walking around with a gun in Brooklyn. It's just you get looked at,
Yeah, it's kind of I got my first gun from a place called Francis Brothers Sporting Goods, which was also Francis Brothers Hardware, which was also Francis Brothers Checking Station, which was also Francis Brothers Licensing Agency if you wanted to go hunt. So you get the idea. It was kind of the catch-all for everything. It was like the sportsman. It was like a precursor to Cabela's, but in a very small space. Their fish tank wasn't quite so big. So anyway, but that was where you would go. And you actually, when I grew up, they had a hunter's safety course. So when you got your first gun, you actually, before they would, like my dad, they wouldn't let me have my 410 until I took that hunter safety course. And when I got done with it, I got this really cool thing from Virginia. Plaque said that I had completed the hunter safety course, and I got this killer patch that I could put on my jacket. It was super cool,
That's
I
a good idea.
But that was when I was little. I don't think they do that shit no more. I just thought it was cool because that was what they did when I was little.
The good old days.
No, I did not. Wait a minute. Here it is. Wait a minute. I did not own one, but I did cook in one quite often because them cakes that came out of that sumbitch were awesome. Anybody else see that Easy Bake Oven?
My sister had one. I love that stuff.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Cook it up, Patty.
Like, I had a friend that lived like two houses down, and I was always going over to her house to get new cake mix.
Uncle Bill got a $500 '68 Mustang when he was 18.
Oh, wait, Nate, the Snoopy snow cone maker. Remember when you could just put the ice in there and grind it up, make your own, and just squirt the stuff on top of it?
Nah, I don't remember that. I vaguely remember that Easy Bake Oven, but I don't think I knew anybody had one.
What? Oh, I didn't know. Okay, then since you brought that up, it was when I was 22. There was a Dodge Ram pickup truck that had the split rear windows that you could open, and it had a roll bar in the back, but it was still two-wheel drive. But it looked really sharp. It was black with yellow pinstriping on it, and that was my thing. Yeah. But $500 for a '68 Mustang when you were 18, I would have.
Mike Ray paid $900 for a '69 Mustang.
Oh, Cabbage Patch Dolls.
I remember the Cabbage Patch, but I didn't have any sisters, so none of them were in my house.
Ooh,
Yeah.
they're whipping them
Hey,
out
Mike, do you still
now.
have that '69 Mustang?
Wait a minute, what's this? Wait, something Curious Show said. 3 hours into it. Monty Python.
My Python reference.
I love Monty Python. My bong. Yeah, I didn't have a bong when I was 20. I was still into like pipe rolling stuff and being on the go. So it wasn't like, and I think my friend had the bong that we always use. Oh yeah. It was a Toastmaster. They call it,
We just got demonetized again.
why? What do you mean again? Dude, I don't have enough watch hours to be monetized. It's not like we're going to be monetized anytime soon.
There goes the paycheck again, boys.
Paycheck. He keeps thinking, Ron, I think we need to call. You need help. You keep thinking you're getting paid.
You never got paid for being on one of these shows?
Wait, I'm not getting a Christmas bonus?
Yes.
Well, if we get monetized again.
Got it.
I'm out.
Oh, if we get
Gone.
so I had to stop talking about bongs. I didn't bring up bongs in the first place.
Well,
Brian did.
Unless that Bong Master sponsors the show, then it's okay.
No, it's Toastmaster.
Tote Master.
And
Everybody
then
started
the thing
bringing
that was then right when they came out, the U.S. got really heavy. I think it was during the Reagan era, so they couldn't call it Toastmaster anymore. It had to become Smoke Master.
Oh yeah, because Nancy Reagan started the war on drugs.
Yeah. So anyway, how'd
that go?
What about Dungeons and Dragons?
Well, I didn't play Dungeons and Dragons, but I remember it.
I
Didn't they
played.
finally make a movie out of that?
They did.
Yeah, and there's actually an online game now for it, but I actually played.
I watched it. I watched it be played.
I've heard about people playing that game because the internet was so new and getting like $7,000 to $1,000 phone bills.
Oh yeah, back in the day.
Yeah, because there was. Or like your first. What was your first computer? I had an Atari 400.
Same here, Atari 400.
Luckily, I had really nerdy friends, and I looked at the games they were playing, and I said, "Yeah, I'll check back with you in about 5 years."
What? There's no radio.
There is no Radio Shack.
Shack closed.
Remember those Tandy computers, Bill? Everybody had Tandy back in the 80s.
Yeah, I wanted one. I really.
I had one briefly, but mine didn't work that good, so it was sold quickly.
Oh, a K5 Blazer. What?
I still remember an advertisement.
You mean like a Chevy Blazer?
It had to
Is that
be,
what
yeah.
it's-
I don't know though. Did they make the Blazer in '72?
I'm not sure.
It was bigger. That's right. It was. They called a Suburban, I think, the Blazer, and then they shortened it down, and then they made it Suburban.
Oh, Texas
Yes.
Sinclair. There's
Those-
another old
They were
computer.
like this big. They were teeny tiny, right? And it had like the plug-in RAM, right? It had like a little. It was like a little black square, like a plug-in RAM, and the computer was like teeny tiny, like and the keyboard was super small. Let me think.
Well, guess what? Mike says he still has it. Ask Mike to bring it on the show sometime.
Well, yeah, I want to do this again.
Mike, get that out of mothballs, and we'll
What
get
do
you
you
on
say?
the show.
1,000?
Fire it up.
1,000? 1,000. Yeah. Wait a minute. Over here. 1,000.
Johnny DRC purchased his first computer in 1958.
No, he was 58.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Oh, you
okay.
can still get one. Look at the. Oh, here's a RAM pack. This is a RAM pack. Yeah. This is what I was thinking it was. But there was
And Mike
another.
said you got a thermal printer with it.
Here we go. I can bring up
That
this
sounds
homepage.
familiar. Timex Sinclair 1000.
Yeah, it was one of the oldies back in the days of
Yeah, I
like
got it. It's coming.
back with the original Mac and whatever, the original Apple One.
Let me do the whole. I'll just share the whole
II
page.
days.
See, there's pictures of the whole page.
Yeah.
Remember, it was teeny tiny. Now, let me get. Okay, you see this, and I found an actual memory module.
And did you connect it to your TV, Bill? For the
I
monitor?
think you could. I think
Yeah.
you could. I can't remember.
Okay.
Mike would have to tell us a little bit more about that. but it was literally, it was like one of the first computers that you could get.
Yeah, back around, it was around Apple II, the Apple II era or whatever.
Yeah. There's the memory module right there. I wonder if I can, let me see
You
if I
see
go.
attached to it on the one picture.
Let me see. Can you all see
How much?
that? Did
Oh,
it come up?
16,
No, it didn't switch.
16K of RAM.
Let me do
Woohoo.
a stop share.
That's probably a lot back in those days. Remember, they didn't
It
have
was.
graphics in those days. Everything was just text.
16, but that's so crazy though. 16K. That's kind of like, remember the Atari 400? You had to plug in BASIC.
Yeah, that like a cartridge.
It came
type of
on
deal,
a cartridge and you plugged it in. So yes,
Bill,
there's
that Timex Sinclair run Final Cut Pro and edit 8K video.
It wouldn't even boot up our cell phone, I don't think.
Johnny DRC sold his Blazer, not running. 15,000 cash.
What now?
Johnny sold his Blazer. It wasn't even running. He still got 15K
Oh,
for
wow.
You know, it depends on the year and model, but yeah, they'll recondition those and make them into 4-wheelers.
Dot matrix printers. Remember those?
Dot matrix with accordion paper.
Yeah.
And remember the noise they used to make? Don't print anything late at night. You wake the whole house up.
Due to the phone company, just 10 years ago, they were still using them.
And you would make those
That's what we drank our
stupid
coffee to every morning.
You would make those banners, and it would remember how to say you'd make banners, and it would just go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks so great! It's so cool. What is it? It's a bunch of zeros.
Mike says he's got a bunch of unopened software cassette programs for the 1000.
Oh,
hey,
wow.
Uncle Bill had a Commodore 64 with a cassette drive.
I had a
Commodore
Commodore
and he had a
64.
5 1/4 floppy for it.
Oh, the Atari 400. You remember the tape drive? I had the tape drive.
Yep,
for
I
the Atari.
had a cassette tape drive. Yep.
Oh,
Well,
the Texas
we've moved
MT
we've moved to the late 70s with this conversation.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
okay,
tried to
so-
get us out of the 60s there and early 70s.
Hey, we were just trying to wake you back up.
Oh, I'm awake.
You had to get me out of the 60s. You had to get me more modern.
He was like, man, these drugs are good.
Yeah, I know. I had already sensed you were going to talk about the bong or whatever, and I was grooving early.
Anybody want? Anybody?
Oh,
wait,
he's
wait,
got
no?
some 5 1/4 floppies.
Oh,
Anybody? No?
floppies.
Hey, Brian, I upgraded to the 3.5 inch floppies years
All right,
ago.
let's see. That's what I'll do. I'll do a Google. We'll do 80s retro toys. See what happens. How about
Hey,
that?
somebody had a Grumpy Vlogger had a TRS 80 computer.
That was a Tandy, wasn't it?
I think it was a Tandy. Yep.
All right. 80s retro toys. Okay, what do we have? Oh, Galaga, the minis. The little mini tabletops.
Jack Rabbit had a zip drive. He really was up to date.
Speak and Spell. I'm not really seeing anything. Let me get here. Okay. 80s toys on Amazon. Oh, the Game Boy. Who had a Game Boy?
The Game Boys from the 80s? Are
Who
you
had
sure
a
it wasn't
Game
90s?
Boy? Yeah, Game Boy.
Are you sure the Game Boy was from the 80s?
That's what it's saying. The Game Boy.
I think it
was
may
in
have been the 90s.
Well, that's what they said in the 80s.
Maybe I may be wrong.
Bright,
That's a long time ago.
ago.
Somebody ask Alexa.
What's the
No.
other one? Viewmaster. That was super old, and we never brought it up.
Oh yeah, that's from the 60s, right?
I still have my Viewmaster.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh, and those stupid, remember those weird floaty toys that had water in them, and you would try to get the cogs into the little loop, and you'd play basketball, and you could make it go around and around. If you squeeze the button so many times.
Hey, here's what Simon says.
What?
Those were the kind of toys I threw
I
against the
remember that
wall.
one. Had the 4 buttons you pushed on a round circle. Keep up with it.
Uncle Bill says he had a Game Boy, and he's a Game Boy in the other room.
Okay, we got Battleship Perfection.
Oh, Battleship, yeah, that's a good one.
Here's the Mastermind he was talking about earlier. It's like code breaking game. Oh, fiber lamps. Fiber lamps came up big in the 80s. What is this? Oh, remember the Fisher Price toys? The old Fisher Price toys that did different things?
I don't remember the fiber.
I remember the clackers, Mr. John.
I remember
Fisher
the
Price
Talkies.
had cool stuff.
Was
30
the
toys.
Viewmaster that thing where you put the little disc in it and hit the button? You sold different pictures.
Yeah, Viewmaster.
Viewmaster.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey, somebody said electronic Battleship.
Care Bears. We've already brought up the Atari 2600. Care
Connect
Bear,
Four.
Strawberry
Okay, if anybody-
Shortcake.
We're working our way up to Cabbage Patch Kids. If they do it, I'm out of here.
Strawberry Shortcake.
Somebody already brought Cabbage Patch Kids up.
What was the other one? The Beanie Babies? Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Pogo
Beanie Babies.
Ball. What about Pogo Ball? It's a kid jumping up and down on what appears to be just a big rubber ball attached to
I
something.
don't remember this clacker. Mr. JRC says
Okay.
his
Oh
wife
my
was
God.
a champion.
Space
Clacker.
Legos? Seriously? I don't remember these. Apparently, it was because of Star Wars. So Lego came out with something called Space Legos. Monster
Okay.
in my pocket.
Hey, Uncle Bill,
Oh,
Uncle Bill
oh.
remembers the Furby.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, yeah.
Rubik's Cube.
Oh, I forgot about the Rubik's Cube.
I wasn't smart enough for
I
that.
guess I should.
Sorry.
Wait a minute. This is unfair. I guess I should share this with you guys.
The other thing, going back to the 70s, I'm throwing it back that way, was the Kung Fu movies.
Oh, yeah.
Some of the kids would show up with nunchucks and kill themselves. That was so funny.
Oh, yeah, yeah. The best was to get those
Watch what I can do.
The best was to get those faux ones, Brian, so you didn't hurt anybody.
All right, here we go. 30 toys that defined the 80s. Here we go. Care Bears. Atari 2600. Strawberry Shortcake.
Frisbee, yeah, got to
Here's
always have a Frisbee.
that Pogo Ball.
I kind of remember that.
I don't really remember. Here we go. Space Legos, man. I bet if you can find that now, we're talking mega bucks. I bet you even money. Here's Monster in my pocket.
Don't remember Monsters in my pocket.
I don't really either, but I don't know. Something over here kind of says, yeah. Okay. And what we got here? There's the Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
The Rubik's Cube. What's that Simon era too? Oh, snap. Super Dragon on Fire?
Wow, I don't remember that thing.
I vaguely remember those. They're like, you can get them now, but they're motorized.
Oh,
Roller Racer.
yeah, everything's motorized
There's a
nowadays.
speaking spell.
Don't remember that.
Light Bright Magic Screen. I don't know about that.
Speaking spell was one of those educational
Koosh
things.
Ball.
I didn't like those.
The Koosh Ball.
Oh, yeah, I remember that Coos Ball thing.
What the heck? Oh, Glowworm. I
Vaguely
remember
remember that
Glowworm.
Glowworm.
The hated Beanie Babies.
Oh, there's the
Pound
beanies.
Puppies.
Oh, I forgot about Pound Puppies.
Fashion plates. I remember those. Not that
I
I,
don't
had
remember
any.
those.
Not
I
that
had
I had
those.
any. Oh God, moon shoes. I remember these things. Anybody else
Yeah.
remember that? Because
Vaguely.
you were supposed to be able to jump, and it'd be like mini trampolines or something. Polly Pocket. He-Man, Masters of the
I
Universe.
forgot about old He-Man.
Stretch Armstrong.
Mhm. What is this? Monchichi. I vaguely remember them.
I don't remember that guy at all.
Piano Dance Mat.
I don't remember that.
It was that was in, what was it
Is
called?
that Splash or Toy
Big,
Story?
big.
Or
What was Big?
Big,
Big.
yeah.
With Tom Hanks.
Big, yeah.
Okay.
Flash was in
Little
it.
People's
Was hot.
Family House. I don't remember this, but I remember things kind of like this.
I don't remember that either.
Wait a minute. Okay. Lincoln Logs.
Yeah. Somebody brought that up. Oh, I remember Mad Balls. I remember these.
I don't remember that one.
There was a bunch of different ones. They had, there was all kinds of different ones. This was the Mummy one. There was, let's see, Rainbow Bright. Remember Rainbow Bright? More Care Bears. Oh, Teddy Ruxpin. The first animated was like the first animated toy. Remember?
I kind of remember that
Hi,
guy.
I'm
Yeah.
Teddy Ruxpin. Can I play with you?
No.
Mark Wahlberg made a movie out
Oh,
of that.
Brian. Sorry, Brian. Sorry,
Oh, there's the
Brian.
Cabbage Patch Kids.
See you, Brian.
Oh,
Had to go there,
Simon,
Bill,
there's
didn't you?
Simon.
There's that Simon. Yep, I remember
Had
old
to go
Simon.
there.
Okay, and there it is, Game Boy.
Oh, you're right.
There,
It was
Game
80s.
Boy. 1989 release.
Oh, I was almost right. I said the 90s. I was 1 year off.
But it was 1980s. Smurfs.
Oh,
remember
yeah. I
the
forgot about
Smurfs are still
Smurfs.
kind of around.
Wasn't there some sort of a drug thing with the Smurfs?
I don't
Well,
remember.
not with Papa Smurf. He kept that
Power
stuff
wheels
in
are
his
still
chest.
around.
I'm with you.
They're
Brother Bob.
motorized too, though.
I was in
Yep.
Remingtons
Power wheels are still
and
around.
Marlins.
Here's the Star Wars stuff. That's when they started becoming collectibles.
Yeah.
So if you got any original Star Wars characters, especially if they're still on the cardboard, they're worth big time money now.
Put them up on eBay.
Yeah.
Weebles.
Weebles,
like
yeah,
when I-
Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down.
I'm not kidding. Just mere years ago, we played Weebles with the grandkids, and they loved them to death. I
They
still
still
bring it
make
up to
them?
them. He goes, "Y'all remember playing these?"
I used
Somebody
to
said
make.
the Garbage Patch Kids.
All right. Okay, I'm going to move. We're into the 90s now. Okay, let me
Okay.
get back and see. Anybody come up with cool stuff in the chat? Because I was trying to share stuff and do that at the same time.
Well, I was kind of reading some of the stuff off.
Saturday Morning Kung Fu. Sorry, No Toys in the 70s and 80s. My first camcorder was a Mitsubishi camera. Pogo stick. Big wheel. Yeah, I had a big wheel. Green machine. Oh, I would like to have a green machine now.
Pogo stick. Yeah, that was another trip to the ER.
But that's before the 80s, right?
Okay, teddy bears,
I
dolls.
think I had a
Weeble.
pogo stick when I was younger.
Oh wow! Check this. I remember the airport. Garbage. Remember these were like. Remember they were stickers. It was
Yeah.
like gum, and
Yeah.
you could get them, and you could put them on your notebooks.
Yeah.
Garbage pail kids along the same lines. Yeah, those were actual dolls, weren't they? Or were those stickers too? I was thinking
I
those
don't
were
remember.
actual dolls.
I think the stickers came first.
All right. Okay. So I got 90s up here. Now this will bring back some. This first one came from a movie.
Let's see if I can do this.
A movie.
Yeah. This came from. Remember what movie this was in?
Oh,
Hawk Boy?
Yes.
Back
This
to the
is-
Future.
No, it was. It's
It's called Home Alone.
there you go.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
Oh,
what he
Home
used to
Alone.
bust them with. Yeah. So that's in this
Hot boy.
particular year. It was at the time of the year is when this comes back in his memories. And so this was from the 90s. We got the Top Boy. Was that Sony? That was Sony, wasn't it?
I believe
This is
so.
right above me. I got Spider-Man right above me at all times.
Oh. Okay. Nintendo 64.
You could get a Game Boy for only $16.99.
Now I guess that would be cool. Look at that, and you can get a Nintendo 64 for $185.
Wow.
A Top Boy tape recorder for only $99.99.
Wow.
Oh, whoa! Vintage candy. Look at the. Oh, there we go. Vintage candies. Anybody ever eat marathon bars?
Yeah.
Loved them.
Yes, I could. And then
They'll take
what
your
was it?
teeth out, but man, they were good.
Yes. 7-Up candy bars had like 7 different things in it.
Hmm.
What all's in this? Let's. Okay. No,
See,
don't do it.
Marathon, Charleston Chew. Yeah, that was a trip to the dentist waiting to happen.
Yep. These are more like newer candies, actually. It says 1990s nostalgia retro candy. Does that mean they're all stale?
Oh, Barry.
Oh, did I miss somebody? Hey, Barry came back. Barry, oh, I like Home Alone. Yeah, Home Alone's cool. Did y'all? There's a new one on Disney Plus. If anybody hasn't seen it already, there's a new updated Home Alone. That's
Really?
Still, the cool thing is Rusty is now grown up and he's a cop.
Really?
And it's in the same town, so it's cool to watch because he's in the movie. Because remember, he was Kevin's older brother, but he's
Okay.
in the movie as a cop in the same city.
Oh, wow.
So we got the Nickelodeon alarm clock. Oh, holy shit!
How much? Why is that alarm clock that much?
Because I guess you got to buy it from a collector.
Huh.
So if you got one of those in your closet somewhere, you just bought your kids Christmas Pogs. That sounds familiar. Pogs.
I remember the pods.
Pogs sound familiar. Dear Diary. Pokemon. Pokemon's still huge.
Pokemon, yeah.
Pokemon is still huge. There's the moon shoes again, still 54. So apparently they went from 2 eras, from the 80s to the 90s.
You gotta
Why? I
have
don't
moon
know.
shoes.
Tamagotchi,
Oh yeah, remember that little thing you had?
little
to, like,
handheld thing. Yeah.
Yep.
had to keep it alive or whatever. Yeah.
Sky Dancers. Oh, and they actually flew, remember?
Yep.
They launched off the pedestal. Oh,
Okay.
Power
Early drones.
Rangers. Still
Oh, you forgot about the Power
$76
Rangers.
for that. That's the original. That's the OG Megazord right there. So probably in another 50 years, it might be worth
$176.
$79. Super Soaker. I remember Super Soakers when they came out.
Oh, they came out in the 90s, huh?
$79.
Well, I guess it's an original Super
Go,
Soaker.
go
So you
get a
would probably,
garden hose.
I would buy. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I remember this because remember you had a credit card. I think this was the downfall of mankind.
Oh, man.
Gak, I remember that. What was the other stuff?
Slime from Nickelodeon started that stuff.
Oh,
That was some nasty stuff.
I've had multiples of these.
Oh, there we go. Light Bright. I remember that.
Lava lamp too. I've had multiple lava lamps in my lifetime. Light Bright was cool, but I always got in trouble because of what I drew on my Light Bright. Maybe that's why my logo looks the way it does.
I got a feeling it is.
Hey, look, there's a Sega Genesis.
$164. What was the Intellivision?
Oh,
Back in the 80s.
The original Weasel
still have the
Ball?
Intellivision too.
The original Weasel Ball.
I don't remember the Weasel.
I don't remember the Weasel. I remember this. I remember all the Tiger Electronics games.
Handheld.
Use the weasel ball, go coyote hunting now. You throw it out there and turn it on, it tail wags,
Ah,
runs around.
okay.
Oh,
Creepy. Oh, this is along the lines of what Brian wanted. Remember the creepy crawlers that you had at like the kit that you could like.
Yeah.
Boy,
You could make different
249.
stuff.
49. Wow.
Oh,
I think I'll buy another
they just
drone
had
instead.
Look at this. You can tell what I'm searching because you can see what they throw up here. They're like, look at this Star Trek stuff, Bill. Do you really want to scroll by? I'm sorry. Oh, I remember this. I think I had one of these.
I did too, and that game was cool.
It was brutal too. You
It
could
was
kill
brutal,
somebody.
man. Your hand was worn out by the time you were done.
Yeah, because you kept bam, 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 bam.
Those little metal balls, man. Those things would shoot out of there.
I
like
remember
nobody's
these, but I
business.
never had one.
I don't remember that.
Crash Bandicoot. I remember the game.
I had the
Polly
game.
Pocket. Oh, Super NES.
206.
Only $206.
Well, it was more than that when it came out, though.
Yeah, it was. Mr. Bucket.
Don't
Oh,
know
Soccer
about
Bopper inflatable boxing gloves. I remember those.
it. I don't remember them.
Mr. Bucket at Home Depot now.
Plasma balls. I remember them. Oh, Furby.
Yeah, you forgot about
Holy
the Kirby.
shit.
$124 for an OG Furby.
But the old days, you couldn't find the Furby at the holidays. Sold out.
No, Look, a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle figure in the box, $63.
Hmm.
There's a Bop It. I remember Bop Its. They were kind of like the Simons, but more advanced cush balls. Cat's Cradle. Oh, the string games. There's Mastermind. There's the Easy Bake Oven. $139.
How I remember that game. Oh God, that was hard too.
$139 for an Easy Bake Oven. Sticky hands. That seems familiar. That seems familiar. Oh, I remember that. The Vortex.
Oh, yeah. I love the
Oh, here you go, Chris. $30 for Stretch Armstrong. And here we go with our knockoff version. And this was when he goes the AM FM cassette radio.
Wow.
That was about what you could buy it for in the store too, about $15.
Huh.
Remember that? But you had to buy shitloads of batteries.
I had a boom box in those
There you
days.
go, Ron. The Duncan Yo-Yo.
Oh yeah, we mentioned that earlier.
Yep. Troll dolls. I remember the trolls.
Trolls.
I don't Foxtail toy. I don't remember that. Tie Beanie Babies. Brian brought that up
Oh
earlier.
yeah, the beanies.
Slap bracelets.
Oh, I remember the slap bracelets.
Really? I don't. They must
Oh
have- they
yeah,
must
yeah.
have been
The
big
kids
around.
love those things.
I was gonna say
Oh,
now, that's
I
not
remember
that long
this.
ago.
The motor tries spin art. Where you just it spun around. You just drop the ink in there. There's those things I was talking about. They were everywhere.
And thousands of people made thousands of dollars off of tie-dyed T-shirts with that spin art thing.
Really?
But you remember what about the waterfall ring toss? There were so many of these games. Basketball, football. There's the get the rings on the swordfish's nose, pelican thing. Oh, Tiny Tyke's Playhouse. I remember these. On the modernized G.I. Joe figures.
Don't forget your kids out there in the backyard. It's 99 degrees.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait.
exactly.
Did you see what Marcel put in the chat? Actually, I can remember when I lost my cherry. Thank you very much. Not that I didn't bring that up during the show. Dream Phone. Poochie Interactive Robot Pet. I don't really remember him.
Oh, yeah, I don't
There's the
remember
Cabbage Patch Kids are still cheap. They were super expensive at one time. Go Crazy Bones. I don't remember.
Hey, Cabbage Patch, though, I actually remember that started the thing about people fighting for toys back in the day.
Yeah, that was the
I mean,
first
they
big
were
line
people
for a
knocking
toy.
each other upside the head.
Yep.
Sea Monkeys. Corey brought up Sea Monkeys.
Sea monkeys were a hoot.
What were they, like Creole or something, weren't they? Oh, 3D pin art, friendship bracelet maker, marble toy fun. There's a classic Etch-a-Sketch.
There you go.
Kinetics. I remember Kinetics.
Kinetics was cool.
There's the Magic 8 Ball, but it didn't.
Oh, I remember the 8-ball from when I was a kid. That's
Magic Mitt. Remember? It had Velcro.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I remember those.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Hell, I figured they'd be worth more than that.
There was a million of those things around.
Oh, Newton's Cradle. All those
yeah.
kinetic energy toys.
God.
Gone Fishing. I vaguely remember that. Gooey Louie. Oh, I don't remember that.
I don't need anything gooey.
Rainbow Magic Art Set.
I don't
That
remember the
seems
rainbow.
familiar. Hot Wheels Crisscross. Yeah. Just anything that would smash them together. That was the thing. Silly Putty, Simon. We've talked about all these. Slammers, Whammers, Clip-On, Cup Caddy. There's Mousetrap. We brought that up.
Yep, that's an old one.
Pretty Princess Dress-Up Game. I don't think we brought that one up. Ultimate
I didn't have that one.
Oh, Buzz Lightyear from the 90s. Of course, Toy Story.
Yeah, Toy Story.
Care Bear. Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
There they are.
Yeah.
Lego Classic Brick Box. Hungry Hippos. I remember them. Hippity. Oh, yep. I remember the bouncy balls. Was this when rollerblades started? Oh, we're in the 90s.
I thought they
aren't
went
we?
back further than that.
Yeah, we're in the
Actually,
90s.
yeah, because it used to be roller skates,
Yeah.
and then came roller blades.
Right.
Hot Holder Loom. Candyland. Oh, Stilts. Remember the toy Stilts?
Another
Oh,
trip to the
Tickle Me
ER.
Elmo. People, you talk about people fighting for toys.
Oh, there was a biggie. Yeah, Tickle Me
People were
Elmo.
beating people to death for that toy, man.
You couldn't get Tickle Me Elmo at the holidays.
Mhm.
And then you'd see something, and it says like, Mom and Dad scoured the shelves of every Kmart in creation to find this toy that spontaneously started laughing in the middle of the night. Freak out your friends or yourself by picking up
Well, I
one
wanna
today.
hear.
He still shakes, he still laughs, and he still says funny things that will make you giggle too.
And he's still worth $72.
Yeah, really. Mr. Potato Head, Baby Born. Is that the first one of those?
Never heard of that.
Well, did he poop? Goo goo gaga. Maybe
He's got a diaper there, I think, beside him.
Oh, Chris!
Yo,
Is this scoop ball kind of like what you talking?
that's kind of like it.
Yeah.
That,
Okay.
that morphed into a cat litter box cleaner.
It seems to me that like the one you were talking about, Chris, didn't it have like a glove that went on your hand and your whole hand kind of became the
No,
scoop?
It just had a strap and a handle and a scoop
Oh,
and
okay.
and a yellow ball.
Moon sand. So that's like kinetic sand, I'm thinking, right? Something
That was
like
something
that.
else you
Magic
didn't-
tricks.
you
Yeah.
didn't
How many
plan
people
out
had
either.
magic sets when they were kids?
I
I did.
think it has the magic cards, but
I had many more magic sets when I was a
The
kid.
best thing we had was a Ouija board, and that got weird.
I had the Ouija board. Yeah.
Yeah. I kept asking it the wrong questions and
No.
it answered the way I wanted it to, so I stopped.
The Whammo trackball.
The
That's
Whammo
another thing.
trackball. Yep, I remember that.
I still have a Slinky or two in this house. I love those things.
Oh yeah, that is a Slinky.
Barbie's Dream House, only $249.
Oh,
The littlest, I remember littlest pet shop toys.
Matt, don't know.
Hot
that.
Wheels cars are still huge today.
Wow.
Remember,
Right.
anybody, and I've not seen them in a long time. I don't know if they still exist. Remember Matchbox cars?
I had a lot of Matchboxes, I think,
I
before
got
Hot
shit
Wheels.
tons of match. Dude,
Magic
I had the
Ball
thing
hates
that you
those.
parked it in that it would pull it up the ramp.
Yeah, that's the parking
Oh, I
garage.
love that thing.
Yeah.
Okay, we got Pogo Stick, Play-Doh, Fun Factory, Barbie and Car, Jenga. There's your Jenga.
Oh, finally we got Django.
That's
Addy
no fun though, unless
American
it's like
Doll.
5 feet high.
All right, okay, we're in the 2000s now.
Bill, I don't think I'm going to be able to make it here until the 2020s. Here, I'm starting to get a little sleepy again, so I'm going to say my
It's
goodnights,
totally.
but,
It's totally. Let me look in the private chat and see. I got to run at 10, and he's saying it's 10. He didn't even give me 30 seconds past 10. He's like, "Bitch, I gotta go." All right, no, that's totally cool. I'm glad we got to wake you back up, Ron.
Well, once you got into the more modern toys, I didn't know those early ones you were talking about, but
Wait a minute, are you trying to say we're older than you?
Well, I don't know. When Brian was saying he was 8 in 1968, I was 8 in 1968 too. So I have a feeling Brian and I are about the same age, give or take.
I was 3 in 1968.
Yeah. So
No wonder why
Hey, none of us are that. We all played in the same toy box.
well, anyways, thanks for taking me down memory lane here. I hadn't thought about a lot of this stuff in years, folks.
Well,
So,
I thought it would be something cool. I'm not trying to I'm just saying I thought it would be something to do during the holidays because a lot of us got these gifts when we were little tykes and it came up under the Christmas tree. And
Yes,
I'm glad
sir.
you were here to share with us, Ron.
Thank you for having me in, Bill. I want to thank Brian and John and Chris Hope for being on the panel with us tonight. And we'll be back next week, won't we, Bill? With that with that FPV show.
There, like I said, it's going to be Gary and John are going to be running the show next week with the FPV stuff. And so, and like I said, I'm going to try to do a producer kind of thing next week and get more. But it's going to be our Christmas show, an FPV Christmas show for next week.
Okay.
Very
So bring some presents along then.
Yes, for sure. But
All right.
You always bring a guest for the host.
That's true. Okay, everybody out in the chat, thanks for joining us tonight, and thanks for all this old stuff you guys brought up too. You guys brought up a ton of good stuff out in the chat. So thank you very much, and good night.
Yes, right. We'll see you later. Like I said, I think it would be a good idea to have these every now and again because I'm sure as time goes by, we're going to remember more stuff. Next time might not necessarily be, toys.
Wait. What do you mean as time goes by, we're going to remember more stuff? What planet do you live on, dude? The older I get, I forget more stuff.
I'm talking about like you'll be sitting there watching a TV show or something, or somebody will say something, and then suddenly something will pop in your head, and you'll go, "Oh man, I remember." Like tonight, I've remembered 3 or 4 things that I didn't have a clue about until we started.
I can't even remember to put my diaper back on some days.
I don't know. My wife reminds me though. She'll say you need to change because you got to smell. I'll be like, I ain't been able to smell them 4 years. What you talking about? I burnt them up long ago. What you mean? Anyway, let's see. I think
roll out, Bill.
Yep, I think it's probably a good idea. We don't really need to go into the 2000s because it's going to make it sound like we didn't work for a living, take care of our families. If we know a lot about toys later on. So, I'm glad we had you on, John, tonight. Hopefully, you're getting a little more into this live stream and stuff. I'm glad to see you in the chats and everything. Let me throw it around the room. Let everybody say their good evenings, and I'm going to jump off as well. First off, I'm going to go ahead and say, if you please will look in the description tonight. I have John's channel listed. Please go over to John's channel. Check him out. I gotta do one more thing. I promised him before I get off here. Hang on. I gotta go back here. I promised Art I would throw a link in here. No, if y'all haven't, please go to Art Carlson over to Artco Drone Solutions. He has a new video where I'm not sure if he did. I think it was a member in his group did it, and he filmed him filming the event, maybe. So I'm going to throw this in the chat. All right, boom. Okay, so check out that link on Art's channel. I felt bad about not getting it in there this soon. I did tell him that I would put it up. So get over there and check it out. I don't normally show people's videos on here because I've gotten in trouble before with copyright strikes and stuff by people getting mad at me later on. And they go, "Ooh, I'm going to get him this way," because I was on his show and he played my video. So I'm trying to help him out that way. And so get over and check that out for him. Let's say I was going to go back to John and let John say his good evenings, right? Is that where I was at? Or did I already let John say?
That's fine.
You're good?
Thanks for having me on. Appreciate it. Yeah, definitely if you could check out my channel. I get the subscribers up here a little bit, but hope everyone is having a good holiday preparation season. Don't let it overwhelm you. Just kind of enjoy the moment and hopefully get out there and fly those drones.
And over to Chris.
Well, I've enjoyed it, Bill. I like going down memory lane, talking about the stuff that was fun to play with when I was a kid, and a lot of you guys did too. So y'all have good and come back see John and Nemo next week, Gary, and talk a little FPV for Christmas. That'll be fun. Trust me.
All right, Brian.
Like I said, Bill, it's always fun to be on with you like this. And it is fun going down memory lane. But like I said earlier, all that led up to what we are doing right now, more or less, which I'm having the most fun I've had ever.
Yeah, and you're putting up a lot of good, new content and stuff. It's really getting in your juices and stuff and getting you out there. I've got some. I want to do more. Like today, I had like a 45-minute window, and I wanted to take a nap.
Yeah, there's that.
And I was like, I gotta be on later. I'm gonna take a nap. And then I realized I was laying there. I was like, I really should have flown. But anyway, so I'm glad to have everybody here. We're going to try to do something like this maybe once every 4, 5, 6 months, something like that. I think it would be a cool thing to do. But please come back and join us next week for our FPV Air Day Christmas special. I'm trying to get over here to my ending video. Is why I'm doing this. Or John and Gary are going to go through, like I said, they've got a lot of different points and stuff they're going to bring up on the show. They're going to talk about what they think are, good Christmas gifts to get into FPV with, talk about some different things going on in the FPV community. So please join us next week for FPV Christmas or FPV Air Day Christmas with John and Gary. And with that being said, live long and prosper. We'll see you next week.